We're going to take a quick peek at those Christmas lights in downtown Macon. 41 Skyview is brought to you by BMW of Macon. You see lovely view. Of course, it's synced up with the music. You haven't been and taken a walk through them. It's not just down Poplar Street. It goes down 3rd Street as well. So definitely pretty and nice to hear that. As for the radar, nothing to deal with tonight. We had our lone rain chance earlier on last night and this morning. Here's what we got. Trace amounts for those of us that saw rain. Northwestern third of the region and a couple of spots further south. So it looks like 40% of us ended up getting some sort of rain, but most certainly was not significant. So let's recap today. 67 was the high. That is 9 degrees warmer than I thought we would get today. The clouds got out of here way faster than I anticipated. And even with the wind out of the northwest most of the day, we've still gotten rather warm. There's 49 here. That would be the low temperature leading up to midnight this morning that we came through. We actually got down to 43 around 9-10 p.m. last night. I mentioned that our low was not going to be out the door this morning because of the warm front. So makes sense that you've seen that 49 there, but that was not the actual low for last night. 46 currently as we go forward. I mean, we're expecting it to start getting kind of chilly out there, right? Into those mid-30s, even towards freezing as we approach midnight. We're going to clear freezing, no problem. 24 degrees in Macon, so you will need to think about dripping those faucets. North-northwest wind around 4 to 11 or so miles per hour. Gusts still to about 15, 16, but any of these spots, you know, Forsyth, Gray, Macon, Gordon, Millersville, Sparta, Sandersville, you want to think about dripping those faucets, maybe even Roberta over in Crawford County as well. If you get below 26 degrees, you really want to think about dripping those faucets. And that's where we're half the region or so tonight, and almost all of us will be tomorrow night. So we do have a frigid end to the week. Your Friday will be very similar to how your Tuesday was, all right? Highs for most of the region will not get above 50 degrees. Then overnight lows are going to plunge in the low to mid-20s, could be flirting with records in a couple of spots. Keep in mind, yesterday morning, 21 degrees in Macon. That was not quite a record. It was 1 degree above tying the record. So we did still flirt with it, just not quite get there. But it is going to be frigid into your Saturday morning. Now, after this high pressure moves through on Saturday, warming will begin. So Saturday highs will be in the 50s. We're back in the 60s on Sunday with clouds moving in. And oh yes, there will be some rain chances early next week as well, as that warming will continue. So through tonight, frigid. Heading into the start of tomorrow, we're all waking up to sub 30 degrees basically. And then for your Friday, wind generally be out of the north, not overly strong, but again, generally out of the north. So maybe parts of the day north-northeast, maybe other parts of the day north-northwest, but highs will mainly be in the upper 40s. Maybe McRae or Abbeville gets to 50 like we saw on Tuesday, but most of us will not be getting there, and it's going to remain rather cold heading into your Saturday morning. So keep in mind that it is first Friday tomorrow night. If you have any plans in the evening, expect temperatures to get towards that freezing point not long after the sun sets. So make sure to have that winter gear ready to go. For your Saturday, you know, if you have any plans that you need to take care of, holiday decorating, I know some, like myself, like to wait until after Thanksgiving to do that. So if you want to do that, that's obviously going to be fair game. We'll be back into the 50s in the afternoon. I still think there might be some corn mazes somewhere, but going any of that stuff, definitely want to make sure to layer up. Saturday evening, not going to be as cold as we start to see that wind shift direction. So 48 degrees tomorrow, wind still from the north for another day or so, but as you can see, we are mainly expecting to stay below 50 degrees tomorrow. Your extended forecast is coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is presented by Volume Chevrolet. So we'll be back near average on Sunday and above it as we end the next week, with those storm chances coming on after the high pressure versus the wind direction on Saturday.